Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel, and I am Lumberjack Cracks, and this is Tecmo Bowl on the Switch. I had been doing a season months and months and months ago with the Raiders, and I got to the playoffs, started playing against the Colts. They were plowing me good, and that's where I am right now. And we had some demands, some real demands for me to come back and play this game. So I'm gonna do that for you. I wish I would have bought the NES Switch controllers, because I could have been playing with that instead, but I am using the what do you call it? The Joy-Cons and the grip. DPS says hashtag the return. That's gonna trend for sure. Oh boy, it looks like I'm gonna have to use the joystick. I don't remember which controller I used to actually use. It's not feeling like this one right now, but let's just make it happen. You just gotta pick the bow play, get a bow flex going. The Colts picked the bow play. Dan's telling me that I was playing with the Pro controller before. That sounds like it could be true. It does have an actual DPS. It has a D-pad on it, so it would make sense. Unfortunately for me and my Raiders, this is the updated version of Tecmo Bowl. If you can believe that exists, the Japanese version has some updated players, and in this version of the game I do not have Marcus Allen. I have someone else, and he is not as fast, so I only have one good run play, but I did just score there, and things are looking up. Let's see if my defense can hold up. I was requested in the Discord channel, if you can believe that, by Infamous Smoke, saying that the people demanded me to return to playing the game. Not this game specifically, they just need me online and talking and getting in their lives. Yes, Tom, I am in the playoffs. This is game 2 of the playoffs against the Colts. I don't know how many more games there are in the playoffs after this. I don't know what teams I've beaten. I don't know if I'll even beat this team, but it's looking good. Deontay says play some Mario Kart. I don't even have Mario Kart. I would love to play it though. It's a good game. I had just beaten the 49ers. It's the divisional playoff game. That's what DPS is telling me. I believe him. Oh, man. Let's see if they'll let me get downfield. That punt was terrible. Maybe letting this game sit long enough made the AI suck. I don't even remember how many times I actually played against the Colts before giving up. But I know I gave them a fair battle, and the Niners gave me an ass whooping. Wide open pass. Beautiful. It's the only time you want to pass the ball in this game. DPS says maybe like 6 or 8. It was over a few days. Oh, Tom asked me how many tries it took. It took me many. Many valiant tries, Tom. Wow. User controlled by a computer almost blasted me. Went straight for where the route goes, and I just went the opposite direction. Slammed it home with the big bobo. Alright, I have to actually pay attention to that. How did my New Year's Day go? It was alright. You know, I woke up about at 2 o'clock, not hungover. I was fevering a little bit in the middle of the night, though. I might be coming down with something, so that's not very fun. Then I went out to eat with a friend, and I went home, watched some anime, then watched a live stream, and you know, here we are. I had to fill the demand. It's New Year's. It's 2019, baby. I could stream every day this year if I were a more motivated person. I don't know if I could play that many sports games though. I can't believe I just stopped them again. Did you get smashed on New Year's Eve? I didn't really get that drunk. I had quite a bit. At the party that I was at, Tom was also there. I probably had the most to drink out of all of them. I would think, anyway. And I left there about at 12:30. And I went over to my friend Jesse's and played some Smash with his brother. It was lovely. Good times were had. And I turned in for the night. This play's dead. Just run it. You cannot fumble in this game, so you might as well just run the ball whenever you have an opportunity to. Tom, how's the audio sound on this? Let's not talk crazy now. You haven't streamed since Halloween. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna stream every day this year. I want to try to make it more frequent though than I have been in the past. We did finally get it going. What is up, El Kisto? He says good. Tom is asking me who won that Super Smash Bros. Tournament. When Tom was leaving the party, we were having an in-game Smash Bros. Tournament with 8 people, and what ended up happening in that game is, or in that tournament, I won my first match against Phil with Yoshi. I think he was using shit, I don't remember who he was using. But he was better than I expected from not playing the game. He took only 1 stock off of me. And then I ended up playing Jeff. And Jeff used Yoshi also. And I was not used to playing another Yoshi. I'm not going to explain too much, but basically his down B is like a perfect counter for the strategy that I use against most other characters, where I try to just up air them off of the map. So every time I would instinctually go for the up air, I would end up just getting blasted. But it was still a really close match. He still barely won that one. He was sweating in it. And then he ended up playing Ken. Ken was using Cloud. And I didn't watch that match, and then Ken won with Cloud in the tournament. And then afterwards I played Ken just to prove a point. And I ended up beating Ken with Yoshi against his Cloud, so yeah. Your volume is very good. Game volume slightly low, but you're talking a little. I think it's perfect. That's wonderful. Maybe I'll boost up the game audio a tad. I think the most important part of a stream with me is to hear my wonderful voice, especially right before I'm about to get sick, slightly nasally. Tom says, I was getting my Mega Man back. You guys are lucky I left. Tom, I'm not afraid of your Mega Man. I really am not. Speaking of Smash Bros, I would love to play that right now. That would be great. I don't know if Tom will allow it though. The Colts take their first touchdown against me. I've been hardly paying attention in this one, and I am still up 2 scores after that touchdown. We got 6 people watching here now on January 2nd. You afraid of my Wayne Haddocks? Yes, Tom, I'm afraid of your Wayne Haddocks. I'm afraid of playing anybody in Tecmo. Not anybody, but you know, any of the regular Demon Tap people. I'm not I'm just not a high level player. I don't put in the effort that's needed. The focus, the attention, the stats. I mean, I have more at my disposal, and I just still get nothing. You know, just not good enough. Alright, up 2 touchdowns at halftime. Halftime in this game is not as superior as the Super Bowl one, but the Colts are going to get another opportunity to score and catch up on this deficit. We're losing viewers by the second. We just lost 2 viewers at halftime. I'm pretty sure it's because that halftime show is scary. They probably realized I wasn't going to continue talking about Smash Bros, so they left. You lost to Brian with even teams. You were falling off a cliff in the Tecmo world. When did I... Oh. Oh yeah, I lost everybody in the Equalizer. That's probably because I didn't care. Alquisto says, well, I'm still here. I love this game, and I'm glad you're watching. I actually kind of have enjoyed playing this version of the game more than Super Bowl. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just playing it on the Switch. I know I was saying this the last time I was playing this season. Maybe I just love the Raiders. Lumberjack destroying the Indianapolis Broncos. Are they the Broncos in this game? They're not the Colts? We believe in you to win the Super Bowl. Let's see if I can make it there. I would like to at least win this game. And we'll see where it goes from there. In the past, it's been difficult after winning to win again. So, we'll see. This one's been pretty much like a cakewalk, though, as far as versus the season games. The season games were just like this, where I just didn't really pay attention to what I was doing, just ran around with Bo, and just won football games. I mean, there's not much else to say there. I am definitely not paying attention on defense, though. They are fake teams, just city names with different mascots. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. They actually have some really cool helmets. I intended on ripping those helmets at one point to use them instead of the ones that I have up there. One of them's, I think, like a unicorn or something. And there's one of them, I think, is like an anime girl. Do you play Tecmo Basketball? I have played Tecmo Basketball, and I do enjoy that game. recently, Infamous Smoke, he requested that we play the Super Nintendo version of Tecmo Basketball, and I intend on doing that at some point. I don't have a copy of it on Super Nintendo at the moment, but I know my brother, who is the one that actually runs this channel, does have a copy of that. So if I just borrow it from him, I can do that. I will at least play a playoff in that. I don't know if I'll go through an entire season. It would be fun to do the playoffs, though. When I did a playoffs for Tecmo Super Bowl, I intended on playing the whole thing as one team. I don't even remember who it was. And then I lost the first game, and then I won the next. I switched to the team that beat me, and I won the next two, and then I ended up losing in the Super Bowl. So that was good. Tom said you should teach a course on how to stream. You can advertise it on Craigslist. Why do you say that, Tom? Yes, the SNES version is the better one. I did, if you go back into the playlist for the Late Night with Lumberjack Cracks, I did actually play the NES version at one point, I think. I mean, I don't remember too much about that one. That was earlier when I was doing a lot of drinking when I was doing these streams. So that one's probably sloppy. We got a lot of DS games in the back catalog for that too. So those are pretty interesting. Most notably the lowest rated DS game, Wiffle Ball. I played that, and it was brutal. But yeah, that was a fun one. I can't wait to play the Super Nintendo version if it's better. Yeah, DPS, who's in the chat right now, comes on Monday nights to Demon Tap. We usually do a stream every Monday. We did not do it this Monday, but he is the one that has played Tecmo NBA basketball when he was a kid and has nostalgia for it. Has never played the Super Nintendo version of the game, and was planning on doing some streaming with him in that, so he'd have more insight. Frankly, when you get a stream from me, you don't get too much insight as far as the sport itself goes, but you can sure as hell appreciate some commentary from me. Oh yeah, I can someone tell me who that is? I know it's not Marcus Allen. Now I picked the ball play. The ball play is the best play. Yeah, there's no way they're coming back in this one. Let's get risky. Let's throw some passes. Oh, big streak coming. Oh, beautiful. And we're just going to run this one in for an easy touchdown. In our flag football league years ago, one of the team's captains found the replacement quarterback for a game on Craigslist. His legend lives on as the Craigslist quarterback. I don't even remember that, Tom. That's got to be one of the times that I was not playing. At Nemo Gamo, he definitely says Detroit basketball. Oh, I didn't even see your comment in there, Nemo Gamo, sorry. I do play Detroit basketball a lot. It's the best team ever of all time. Just like the Red Wings. Oh, we got 8 people watching. I'm imagining that a lot of you came off of some type of holiday break and probably have to go back to work again tomorrow. So I'm wondering why there are so many people watching right now. I'm not 100%, but I think that's Steve Smith, who's the third back on the Raiders in Tecmo Super Bowl. It could be him. Steve Smith. And the Colts sneak one in before this game comes to a close. But I am going to move on to the NFC Championship, or the AFC Championship. I don't even know it. AFC Championship. Beautiful. Tom says, oh yeah, scrubbing it up. He's pretty slow in this game. Nemo Gameless says, I kind of liked all the info in the corners of this game. I don't know why they got rid of that. Are you referring to the newspaper right here? With the password and the kex? Alright, either Seattle or Minnesota. And, it did not change the helmet in time for this kickoff. So I'm going to have to fix that. I will keep playing Tecmo Bowl until I lose. It is a likely scenario that I will lose this game because I got my ass kicked last time I played the Colts and the Niners in the playoffs. So it would be very bizarre if I just ended up winning the Super Bowl on this stream. 3 wins in a row. We'll see how long I stay determined. Oh no! Maybe that was too obvious. Maybe I should have paid attention to what I was doing. Oh, come on. Alright. Minnesota comes out gunning. I think there's only one thing to do here is not play it smart. And just throw up a big bomb. And they guessed my play 3 times in a row. This is what I remember from the playoffs before. Lucky for me, the Minnesota playbook has a flea flicker in it. Or reverse, actually. But they get a touchdown first play. Probably to Anthony Carter. I'm not sure. The stats were important in this game because it was... I think I have this cut off right now. Hold on. It was what told you who was good because they couldn't check ratings, which is why they removed it in Tecmo Super Bowl, I believe. Oh, yeah. It tells you the yards and the touchdowns and... Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's pretty much the reason why they have that in RBI Baseball as well. When there is actual data for that in the game. They just had no way to view it. This possession is looking like garbage. I'm gonna have to actually pay attention now. What the f... Come on. And then Tom said the same exact thing that he might have already said that before I read his comment. Alright. I'm gonna have to pick off the ball now. There we go. I didn't even know I was still up. What's up, Adam? Matt, what are you choosing? What game are you choosing to play first in the Retro Sports League Championship? Pretty sure you'll get a choice. 8 players will get to choose as of now. Kisto asks, do you play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? I have played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I am super garbage at that game. It was not a game I played growing up. And I'm really bad at recognizing the patterns. It wasn't until recently that I got a safety. It wasn't until recently that I actually beat Glass Joe. But it was probably the first real effort I put into trying. This game's not looking like it's going to be recoverable. Can't wait to see this Retro Sports League tournament. Yeah, it's a good one, Namo Gamo. Last year was really fun. I was disappointed because I didn't even get to play the games that I was good at. And honestly, I don't know what game I'm gonna pick to play, because I am not really good at any of the games that are in the selection. I'm definitely not picking RBI Baseball or NHL. And I honestly don't even want to pick NBA Jam because I kind of hate that game. I mean, I love that game, but competitively, I hate that game. It would be weird for me to say Tecmo Super Bowl, but honestly, I think that's where I have the best shot. DPS says Glass Joe. Yeah, I'm really bad at it. I didn't really understand that game. Did Adam just change his name to NBA Jam in the middle of the stream? Tom said, what are you talking about? You played NBA Jam? Oh yeah, we were playing it on the Jaguar. Yeah, I did play NBA Jam TE. I don't know what I'm talking about. What tournament was that I didn't get to... Oh, it was the one that we had Demon Tap. We did like a NBA Jam... Tecmo Jam tournament, yeah. And I just played Tecmo the whole time. Alright, I'm getting my ass handed to me in this one. Tom said, it's more awesome now. Mort found out that you can block everything when it's on 5 difficulty. Are you serious? I mean, that would be better. I'm a little confused by you saying more awesome, because that sounds sarcastic. Although, that's what we were practicing on originally, was on 5 difficulty. dun, dun, dun. Well, I'm really glad that the Vikings have come to play today, because I clearly did not. We gotta play this Sega CD NBA Jam. You never know, it might be the best one. We don't have a Sega CD to play it on, though. We were waiting for you to get that Poly Mega so that we could try it out. Tom's asking me why I'm getting smashed so hard. I mean, are you watching the game? They keep guessing my plays and they just keep rushing in right away. Like, what am I supposed to do against that? Yeah, Adam did change his name right in the middle of the stream to NBA Jam. Tom's telling me to call better plays. Wow. That's solid advice, Tom. 10 viewers, the stream is rocking. If you guys can smash that like button, we might draw in some more attention. It always helps. Gets people into the algorithm. Although I don't know if I want to watch or want anybody to watch me get destroyed against the Vikings right now. El Quisto says nothing you can do but take the L. And that's true. I'm gonna have to take it real hard. I will give this another try after I lose here. Unfortunately, I didn't create a save state before the start of this game, so I'm gonna have to play this game out to lose. I will create a save state at the retry screen, and I got beasted. Tom's loving the beatdown. Namo Gamo says, I was super into Sega CD and I really wish we could have come out for this tournament. Yeah, that would have been awesome. I am also disappointed you guys are not going to make it out there. But there's always next year. And who knows, it might be a bigger deal by then. I'm thinking you'll kick butt. Seems like you're good at every game you guys play. I'm probably the worst out of everybody. I just don't have the attention span. So the goal here now is to actually score. Let's see if I can make that happen by letting up a safety. Oh! You gotta be kidding me. I think Rage in the Cage is similar to WWF Raw on Super Nintendo. I remember hearing that game. That's actually a game that I considered playing tonight. Initially, I was trying to play Super Nintendo, and I couldn't get my Super Nintendo to work. So I had to switch over to the Switch. I was not too thrilled with that. I don't know if it was just the games that I was grabbing, they're not just working, or if it's the cable that I have, or something. losing viewers in this beatdown. We have reached halftime, and I am getting absolutely decimated. I really wish I could just skip to the end of this game. DPS says, definitely liked Monday Night Raw because it was all about button mashing when you got into the grapples. Yeah, I didn't really care for that. I'm terrible at tapping the buttons. I know you would love that. But, that grappling system just never really made sense to me. The thing I liked doing in that game was going out of the ring, grabbing a chair, and hitting somebody with it. That was the most fun thing I could do in that game. And I can't even catch up. I don't even know who my fastest defender is. Tom says, what, only halftime? Hey, you can play this if you want right now. I could give the controller over to you if you have the Switch on you. We could start an online session and you could just play this whole thing. We'll see if you do any better. They're super juiced. Adam's telling me to not give up. A lot of Sega CD talk, a lot of 32X talk. I should be reading these comments because I'm getting destroyed, but I just want to try to make this game go by as quickly as possible. So I gotta stay up. And that's not even guessing my play, and they're in there immediately. Ugh. Look at that. I got a significant gain. I guess I'm just gonna have to run the opposite direction because it seems like he just pops in every time right to where I'm gonna be. Like, what do you even do against that? Tom said, I played through this game recently with the Bears, didn't lose a game, dominated. You just can't handle the juice. Well, that's probably true. I cannot handle the juice. And honestly, I don't really even want to... Don't even want to try to give this another effort. And there you go. 49-0. And we still have a whole quarter to go after this one. Tecmo time is super slow in this game. Each quarter is only 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's like a minute and... Like each second feels like 3 seconds, it feels like. Tom's calling this the beatdown of the century. What do I even do? Oh my god. I think this might be the end of the season for the Raiders. I can't believe I came in and beat the Colts. I was expecting to have trouble with them. And they didn't even put up a fight. And now I can't do a damn thing against the Vikings. Amo Gamo asks, how was the Christmas Tecmo tournament for you? It was good. I have to try to remember what happened, but I know I ended up losing against Sean. I'm not really good at recalling what specifically happens in the games. No, did I lose against Tom? Who did I play against? I don't even know who I played. I think I beat my cousin Ryan. Is that a thing that happened? Okay, so I played my Uncle JC. And I was not expecting him to be any type of competitor. And he wasn't. And the Final Four ended up being the teams that or the people that it always is. And it's me, Tom, Sean, and my cousin Ryan. And the whole Final Four is a blur for me because I don't even remember who I played against. Tom probably knows. We had a weird 10-person format for this tournament. That's unusual. Last year I think we had 8 people. And that was because there was a blizzard. And usually we have enough to fill out a regular tournament bracket. But, Tom wasn't trying to make the extra effort to get, like, my dad to play. Oh, yeah, Tom says I got mopped up by Sean. So, yeah, I did play Sean. And, oh, yeah, I remember that game now, I think. I was the Lions. Sean was another team. Oh my god. I just don't even care at this point. I can't do a damn thing, even when I start to get a breakaway. They get perfect dives. Wasn't even paying attention or looking at the screen during that, and then they scored again. Tom says I'd never saw blitzing that bad. Wow, they missed the point after attempt. That's crazy. Tom says, this game is broken. Trade it back into Funko Land and upgrade the Tecmo Super Bowl. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Nintendo did not supply us with Tecmo Super Bowl yet. And Funko Land is dead. They're beautiful newspapers of how much money it takes to... or how much money they'll give me for this game. Oh my god, it's a gain. A gain of yards. We're so excited. Still 7 people watching in this 64-0 game. And this is completely demoralizing. I'm not even sitting near the microphone. Leaning all the way back in my chair. As the Minnesota Vikings score another touchdown. Don't give up, Fox. Trust your instincts. Do a barrel roll. 71-0. Minnesota Vikings. I'm going for a record beatdown. call up Twin Galaxies right quick. I'll do that. I think the only way I could probably pull this off is if I'm literally not talking the whole game. And then they guess the play. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Oh my god. DPS says miss point after attempt. I guess percentages say they have to miss 1 if they kick 15. Yeah, their defense is just way too much for me to handle. The only way that I can do it is if I'm swimming perfectly away from the defender, but the defenders are just so juiced. What the hell is wrong with his hand in that picture? Do you see that? That's like totally disformed. Okay, maybe I can see it now. Maybe it makes sense. Yep. Well, that was brutal. I don't really want to play this game again. But I'll do it anyway. Ammo Gammo asks if you could add another character into Smash, who would it be? The character that I would add into Smash would have to be Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes. I think it's actually a likely character, considering that there is a No More Heroes game coming out on the 18th. And he has always been just on Nintendo. Well, no, that's actually not true. There was an Xbox and a PS3 port of the first game. TPS says Waluigi got screwed. No, Waluigi got exactly what he deserves. He is in the game as an assist trophy, and honestly, he doesn't need to be anything more than that. But if I were... Other than Travis Touchdown, I might pick a different Final Fantasy character. I don't know. There's just so many characters at this point. I mean, I could go for more Castlevania characters. Alright, my first run is run for a first down. So let's see if the juice is... Nope. Nope, there he is. It's Hardcore Blitzer. QB Spy. Alright, we got to the 30-yard line. This is intense. Adam says mine would be Quackshot. And, Quackshot, isn't that just Donald Duck? Or is it actually a different duck? Other than that, my next choice is really far-fetched. But it is a character that I think is important to video games. And represents the previous decade. And I would have to pick Master Chief, but is probably the most unlikely video game character to get into Smash, considering it's a Microsoft property and will never be on Nintendo. But I see that being a possibility, considering that the latest DLC character that got announced was Joker from Persona 5, which is something that was completely from left field, considering that there's not a Persona game out on Switch currently. And I scored my first touchdown. Wow! I didn't even get a chance to kick that. That's insane. The bar didn't even move and I was already tackled. Oh my god. Tom's Smash character, he said, is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. And I actually legitimately think that that is a character that could come to the game. Considering that Cloud got put into the game, and assuming that came off of the Smash ballot from the last game, I know that Sora was also one of those characters that people would ask for all the time. And I think it's kind of a stretch, but at the same time, I don't see why not. And then Tom said, how about Popeye the Sailor Man? I don't know if you're making a joke about Popeye, but I mean, Popeye does have Nintendo affiliation. I want to say that originally Donkey Kong started as a Popeye game. And Mario is, you know, supposed to be Mario, and Donkey Kong was going to be Brutus. And then Pauline was Olive. And then they didn't get the Popeye license for that game, so they had to make their own properties out of it. But then later, they did get the Popeye license and made a Popeye game. Somehow, I managed to stop them. The Wii Fit Trainer is in it. Why? Because the Wii Fit Trainer is hilarious. I don't know why you wouldn't want Wii Fit Trainer in there. It's like it's a perfect joke character, kind of left field. You don't really know. It's similar to the Piranha Plant. Like it seems like a really cool. It seems like a really stupid character, but really funny in practice. Namo Gamo says, I think that game gave me ADHD. That's what it feels like whenever I play with any more than 4 players. I don't like to try to make it competitive if I'm playing with 4 people in Smash. The only way I can play it competitively is if it's one-on-one. Because otherwise there's just too much going on screen. Tom says that Crash Bandicoot should be in the game. I don't disagree with that. I think Crash Bandicoot would be a great addition. I think Spyro would be a great addition. Those are all currently Activision properties. Their licenses are owned by them, I believe. So if you see one of those, the other one is possible, I would say. Although Nintendo might be going for a like just a different company for each of the DLC characters. What I have read is that the characters that are going to be added to the game prior to launch are characters that you wouldn't expect to be in a Smash game. So that's what gives me hope about weird characters like Sora. And I get an interception in the end zone. Man, I am destroying. TPS said I need an interception too. Adam says Booger Man. I don't know if Booger Man has enough of a following to get into the game. I mean, if we couldn't even get Shovel Knight into the game outside of an assist trophy, I don't think Booger Man's gonna get in there. One that I would like to see too would be Shantae. If you're not familiar with her, she is she's from a platformer called Shantae. She's like a genie in a bikini. She turns into different animals, and she uses her hair to attack. Nemo Gamo says Ninja Gaiden or Double Dragon. Yeah, I would say that Ryu from Ninja Gaiden does have a good chance. I'm just throwing out some like bullshit speculation. It seems like Nintendo has a good working relationship with Tecmo currently, and with Ninja Gaiden being on the NES selection for the Switch, I don't see why they wouldn't want to. But honestly, I think what will be done with most of these DLC characters is they're going to try to promote other games that they're adding to the platform. That's so like Persona 5 isn't currently coming out on Switch, but there's a teaser for Persona 5R, and right now it just says PlayStation, but it could possibly be coming out for the Switch, and having that DLC character on Smash just creates more buzz for that character, because, you know, Smash is the most popular game on the Switch. I should probably kick this field goal. No, the way that these point after attempts are going, there's no way I'm getting this past. Okay. Mario said, I just got that game yesterday and it is legit. I believe you were talking about Mutant Football League. Replying to Tom's comment. Probably not me talking about Smash in all my Smash speculation. You would think I would be playing Smash while I'm talking about Smash speculation, but I don't know. I can give you my opinions about that and wishes. Fuck. I really don't want to give them the opportunity to score. I don't think I can go for a field goal. I have to score right here, though. I'm just going to go with run one and see what happens. Yeah! Mario says, I have Smash 2, though. Yeah, I also have Mutant Football League. That was one of the games I considered streaming tonight, but this was just more simple, and someone, DPS, had requested that I continued trying to beat this game, so. And right now, it seems like I might actually have a fighting chance. I went up 3 touchdowns, and they've immediately shut down the point after attempt every time. It is not yet the second quarter. They are getting the ball back after the second quarter. So I got to stop them here. I did get a pick in the end zone earlier. Oh, man. Their blockers are all over me. I was just trying to run away from them. I probably picked a really terrible defender right there. If anybody's just tuning in, I literally just lost to the Vikings 71-0, and now I'm up 18-0, getting my point after attempts shut down. Mario says, I really don't like Tecmo football that much without season mode and stats. Yeah, Tecmo Bowl doesn't really have all that much going for it, but it's still the general gameplay, and it still feels good. And I mean, the worst part of this game for me is the fact that there's only 4 plays. If you take that away, it's still basically the same Tecmo game with 2 less players and just less teams. Tom says, where's Smoke? He requested, then went to bed. Yeah, the only reason I'm streaming tonight is because in the Discord, he posted that I should stream tonight, and I complied, and he didn't show up. if anybody that is watching wants to be in the Discord and is not already in it, I can post a link to that. Just let me know in the comments, and I will post a link to that. In the Discord, we just generally have, you know, just different game discussions. It's not too in-depth right now, but, and we'll post about live tournaments, whatnot. We also do have a website that Tom's been working pretty hard on. It is retrosportsgamer.net. You should look that up. Tom's got some pretty good stuff on there. He's got basically stats from tournaments, and I mean the link to the Discord's on there too, so you could even find it from there. I'm underselling the website just right now because I'm trying to win this game. Mario says, post that link, I'll join the Discord. Alright, give me 1 second here, I'll do that. And the link is down in the chat for you. Okay. That time they did guess the play. So if I don't get the first down here, I'm probably gonna go for the field goal. I think I should at least try that. But 4th and 10. I mean, basically, if I hit this field goal, that just means that if they score 3 touchdowns, we go to overtime. Is it really worth it? No. No, it's not. We're going with the bow play. And that's how you call plays. DPS says, let's go, Matt. Look what happens when you actually think. I honestly think that they were way more juiced in the last game than they are in this one. And these point after attempts are just a testament to what that is. Tom says, Bo knows. Nemo Gamo says, we're not worthy. You guys are embarrassing me. Wow, I left my receiver and I left him wide open. It looks like the receivers are even juiced. Did you see how fast they got out on their routes? I am not looking forward to seeing what the Super Bowl looks like. But I guess we're going to probably find out because we only have 30 seconds left in the third quarter. I am up by 4 touchdowns. It looks like I have only scored 3 touchdowns and a field goal, but that is 4 touchdowns with point after attempts that weren't even possible. Awesome, Mario. Thanks for joining the Discord. I mean, I hope you find some value in it. I mean, I will try to post in there when I'm streaming these late night ones. I don't do it that often, but I'm going to try to do it more this year. We did recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and we finally have gotten to be a YouTube partner again. And it took an entire year to do that after YouTube changing its policies, but I mean, I'm happy that we finally got there. It's been a long year. Tom put in a lot of effort to try to get people to subscribe. And if any of you watching have not already seen the 1,000 subscriber special, where it shows our family Tecmo tournament that we play every Christmas Eve from 2009, and honestly, it's my favorite video that we have on the channel right now. But I mean, I'm probably biased just because I like to see that old family video. But it is it was shot by my cousin Ryan and edited by my cousin Sean, and I think re-edited by my cousin Ryan back in the day. This was before we even had a YouTube channel. But yeah, it's good. Tom says Bo was my last gem in the Tecmo draft series. Namogamo says, I think I saw the draft series with DPS, right? And then Mario says, yeah, love that family tournament. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it seems like this year Sean put in an effort to try to do some of the interview stuff. And he filmed me like twice, and I didn't see him film anybody else, so I wouldn't expect to see one coming out from this year. But if Sean pulls something out of there, that would be cool. I would love to see that again. It's kind of a thing that is kind of interesting to me, but and kind of curious doing more of that. But I'm not going to make any empty promises because I'm filled with those. But I'm not filled with an empty bow, because Bo is just beasting. Basically, every time I pick the bow play, I just run down, because if I was going towards where the route was, I'd get stopped every time. DPS says, yeah, my first defeat. Very upset. Most important learning lesson so far. And he's talking about the draft series. So Tom and DPS were doing a series where they're playing in Tecmo Super Bowl, and each player is designated a dollar value, and basically they were limiting themselves and then drafting a team and then playing as the NFC and AFC Pro Bowl teams, but with their teams on them, and playing in a series together. You guys should check that out. Man, I'm just flowing with plugs all of a sudden. ran out of things to talk about with what I'm doing, so I just started plugging everything on the channel. Plugs are interesting, right? How the hell did they get 3 or 6 points? Did they just miss a field goal? I wasn't even paying attention. See, I got dominated in the last game, and now I'm doing well in this one. I'm probably going to win this. And I don't even know what happened in this game. I remember the first half, and now I'm not really paying attention. Looks like we're going to play the Super Bowl tonight against the Seattle Seahawks. And Tom and DPS are talking about their series. I'm just going to finish this bad boy out. We still got 10 people watching. We're about to move on to the Super Bowl here in Tecmo Bowl. Playing it on the Switch. That's a good question. Do you get a quarterback 1 and 2 as a package when you're doing those draft games? And then Tom says, yes, everything you draft comes as a package. I'm not going to pretend like I know what they're talking about exactly. But you guys should check out those videos, or ask comments, or ask questions in these comments below. Adam asks, are you guys doing a NCAA football this year? That's a good question. Tom, do you have an answer for that? And Tom says, oh yeah, we'll play some NCAA for sure. I know Tom was saying last night when he was doing the podcast that people are saying that NCAA 06 is the best one. So I wonder which one we will actually play. Alright, 11 Tecmo seconds left. 10 Tecmo seconds left. I guess I should just punt the ball. Unless they are super juiced here, too. And they are! I barely got that punt off. Don't tackle him, just let him go. And then Adam agrees, NCAA 06 for sure. 1 second left in this one, and we're going to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. I'm going to take my hand off, and I'm going to change the team already so I don't have to worry about that in the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Look at those champions. We're the best. Alright, well, I said I would keep playing, and I'm going to keep playing. We're going at 1 hour and 11 minutes. If you're just joining us in this stream, I am about to go into the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks with the Los Angeles Raiders and Bo Jackson. Look at those pink jerseys. Those are amazing. So unlike Tecmo Super Bowl, there is not a different song for the Super Bowl. You just get the one that you get. Well, I guess it's just the playoffs that have a different song. First run looking good. I think my strategy of running down with Bo Jackson is basically breaking their juiced QB spy. I just keep picking run one. I'm going to keep doing that until it's not successful. Tom says, let's go, taking care of business. No second chances in the Super Bowl. If that's actually true, I regret not creating a save state. Alright, 3rd and 6. Big deal. I'm going to pick the same exact play. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's boring for you guys to watch the same play, but honestly, I think this is the only way to beat them. And I went up a score. First touchdown in the Super Bowl. So if you guys are already not aware, we are having a Retro Sports League Championship on January 5th, so this Saturday. And basically how that's going to work is we're going to play 4 different games, and each part of the bracket is a different game, and those 4 games are RBI Baseball, Tecmo Super Bowl, NBA Jam TE on the Genesis, and NHL 94, I think on the Super Nintendo. I'm not actually sure about that one. And DPS says Genesis, so I guess we're going to have a bunch of Genesis out and a bunch of NESs out. And it makes sense. Those are the ones that are the most abundant anyway. But yeah, we will be streaming that tournament, obviously, from this channel. It will be a Demon Tap. Are we taking walk-ins? Tom's saying Game Boy with link cable. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. That's what we're playing. We're playing with the Game Boy with the link cable. Okay, we're at 4th and 9. I'm just going to go with run 1. I mean, I don't know what else to do. It's been successful basically every time. Wow, putting it in. Tom says no walk-ins. Have to know you're coming before. Is there an entry fee? How do people let you know about that, Tom? I mean, I don't really expect that the people that are watching right now are even gonna, you know, come to it, but, you know, why not put this information at the back of a stream and date it? And we're just beasting. A huge QB scramble forces them to punt again. How do I go from losing 71 to nothing against the Vikings to beating the Vikings the next game by 30-6 to now being up in the Super Bowl 14-0? Tom says, you contact me the bazillion ways you can do it these days. So yeah, if you're interested in that, in the Retro Sports League Championship, just contact Tom however you want to contact him. And we can get you hooked up. It is happening on January 5th at Demon Tap in Chicago. I mean, it's basically the retro sports mecca is here in Chicago. Self-proclaimed. I mean, we probably have the most consistent people coming out live every week, so. There you go, right back. I can't believe how underwhelming this game is. How many times I played against the Niners. And now I'm in the Super Bowl. And it doesn't even feel so super. Oh, God. I'm gonna eat those words. No! Alright. It's time to buckle down. Buckle down. Oh, good D. The boys are back in town, baby. Another pick. Wow. The Seahawks are just garbage, apparently. Let's try pass 2 for once. See what happens there. We don't even have our juiced QB spy coming in. Come on, break that tackle. There you go. 3rd and 3. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. I knew there was guys. Picked up a yard, but on 3rd down, it's not what we need. The route wasn't even covered. And Bo Jackson squeezes one in right over the corner. It's a good one. It's a good one, DPS. I think I'm just going to save that for the people that are in the chat right now. $21-0 in the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Apparently the Seattle Seahawks are hot garbage as they blast one up the middle. And they're going to get their first touchdown more than likely because I am not catching up. I finally got on screen. Still 8 people watching. We're an hour and 20 minutes into the stream right now. Oh, yeah. Look at that successful try, boys. I'm up by 2 touchdowns. Let's see if I can get a quickie in. 30 Tecmo seconds left, and Tecmo Bowl is a lot of time. So I could definitely get a full drive in here. Passes the 40. 24 seconds left. Bo is swimming around defenders like a maniac. And Bo popcorns into the end zone. Picks up a touchdown right before the half ends. Wow. Got that off as quick as I could before the defender got there, and I did not get it over the upright. Just short. Big blast. See, one of the things you can tell about this game is that, that this is a good emulation on the Switch, is that I just blasted that kick. I got a full bar. I'm using a wireless controller right now, and there's no input lag. Like, these conversions on the Switch are really good. And another pick. Shut down. That'll do it for the half. Let's see if is there a special Super Bowl halftime show? I don't think so. This isn't Tecmo Super Bowl. Call me maybe. All right, I'm up 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. That's the play that they scored on last time. Did not bring him to the promised land. Oh. A play action. I was fooled. What? Did I step just outside of the front of his hitbox? I knew I should have just stood in front of him. Oh well. Not every... Namo Gammo says chances of Bo getting into Smash. I know someone with pink hair that would use them. I believe you're referring to me. Honestly, if to give a legitimate answer to that question, I could see there being a possibility of like an assist trophy with like Tecmo players blitzing in the same way that the Advance Wars assist trophy was in Brawl, but I think it was in Wii U as well. But it didn't make it back into Ultimate. It was one of the assist trophies that got cut, which is kind of weird. But they kind of changed the way the assist trophies work for most of them, where now there's like a mechanic if you knocked the assist trophy character off the screen that you get a point when you're playing a timed match, which is pretty cool considering, you know, your opponents are going to get points off of that assist trophy knocking you off the map yourself. So it seems a fairly balanced way. I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's not part of the competitive game, but it's odd that they took that out of the game. Or the Advanced Wars one out of the game. DPS says Tecmo Bo Jackson being Smash 100%. Yeah, that's gonna be the Tecmo rep instead of Ryu. Oh man, my finger fell off the joystick. Otherwise, I probably would have scored a touchdown there. That's the one thing that's kind of hard about using the joystick is the way that my thumb has to go doing these zigzags. It kind of slips off. And I literally brought my other thumb over because my finger slipped off. So I brought it all the way across the controller to try to save that run. But Bo is not stopping here in the Super Bowl. I guess there's just like no close games in this. You either get completely dominated by the computer or you just completely kill the computer. Because that's the way that it looks. I mean, I haven't gone back to the games that I had played previously in this whole season. But, that's how it's looking to me. And I didn't pick the right defender there. I probably could have picked it if I would have picked my middle linebacker here. That's one thing that I am doing differently than I was in the game that I lost 71-0 is I'm actually picking a defender that I feel like I can do something with. He doesn't seem to be the fastest, but he's just in a good position where it seems like the flow of the plays that the Seahawks are picking are going. And again, in the red zone, picked it off from them. 34-14. Don't really see much of a chance of them coming back in this one. And I'm just going to continue doing what works and just going with this bow play. But they picked it. If you guys are confused why I keep calling Run 1 the bow play, it's because Run 2 is not Bo Jackson. So you literally have one play in the entire game that Bo Jackson is used on. I'm not even going to bother with the punt. The consistency of that working is just ridiculous. I thought I'd be able to pull off something fancy there, and it collapsed on itself. At least get a stage for Tecmo Super Bowl. That would be really cool. I would like to see just a stage in general that would just be like one of those moving maps where every time it stops at a different NES style game, so you have like a different background, and then maybe you could change the song whenever it lands into that area. Just have a nice medley. I mean, I could see them doing that with like a NES remix stage. But honestly, I mean, I say that, but I don't see them adding any stages at this point. And people generally kind of just hate the moving stages anyway, so I don't think they're even trying to make those. I don't think any of the stages they added into the game were moving stages. And there we go, another touchdown for the Raiders in the Super Bowl, coming up on an hour and a half on this stream. If any of you watching have not already subscribed to the channel, I'm assuming you all have, but please do that. That'd be cool. It's always fun to get more people watching. These streams are always a lot more interesting when you have an audience to engage with. Frankly, that's what I try to do the most when I personally stream, is I try to keep the audience engaged, because I mean it mentally keeps me engaged. I feed off of your energy. I have no energy myself. Green Magic pops in. Why is Seattle pink? That's not even close to anything. Namogamo says you do a great job at that. And thank you. I try my best. I mean, I usually, that's my default response whenever anybody gives me a compliment. I usually say I try to do my best. And I mean, I don't even know if that's true most of the time. Or I try to do what I can. That's another thing that I'll say. That one's not really a lie, though. You know, I try to do what I can. Yeah, but I do really like the pink jerseys for the Seahawks. Matt, do you find the teams get much harder in Tecmo Bowl as the season progresses? They do get a lot more juiced. I'm actually in the Super Bowl right now, and they don't feel juiced right now. I mean, I'm clearly kicking their ass, but literally 2 games ago, I played against the Vikings. The first match I played against them, they beat me 71-0, and they were literally just like blitzing in every single play. And it wasn't they were guessing my play, it's just that the players on the teams were so juiced that they would just come in and blast me. But then the game I played after that, it wasn't that bad. The only thing that I could really see on that one was every time I went for a point after attempt, they were literally already tackling my kicker before the bar would even move. DPS says, go watch Millard popcorn his left guard each play. It was stupid. And then Amogamo says he's not exaggerating. It was brutal. I mean, there was no reason for me to even attempt to play that. And it's sad that the AI is not balanced enough in this game to where I can get in the Super Bowl and have it be playable and not just kill them. And then other games, they'll just completely destroy me. I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about, but I had an opportunity to kick the ball. I just didn't hit A in time because I didn't even have both my hands on the controller. Like Reggie White or Bruce Smith. Yeah, I mean, that's what it was like. Just Reggie White popping right in. But 47-14, Los Angeles Raiders, world champions. The guy that's it. Like, I didn't even skip that. They don't show you the end stats for the game. There's no congratulations other than world champions. That was all the fanfare you get for beating this game. I think that's gonna have to do it for me tonight. I was only planning on streaming for only an hour, but it went into an hour and a half. I thought I might as well finish out this season. This is a port of the Japanese version, unfortunately. Yeah, that's why I don't have like Marcus Allen. Much worse than anyone in Tecmo Super Bowl, basically. Like, coked out LT. Well, I don't really have another game that I'm planning on streaming tonight, so what I will do is a victory lap for myself. I will see how far I can get in Mario Bros. So let's do that. That sounds fun. Sounds fun for Matt. I don't love not using a NES controller when I'm playing this game. We'll see how I fare. Take it easy, Namo Gamo. I am at least gonna play one life. Oh yeah, just moonwalking all the way. Wow, this is crazy. Oh, I messed it up. I think I was just holding the perfect combination of down and backwards. DPS says, hit us with a round of smash. Show me your moves. Do you want me to just pop in a random online match and see what happens? I mean, if Smoke were actually on the stream that he requested, I could challenge him. But he is not here. I don't have fortunately, I don't have this set up for I don't have Discord set up so that it comes through OBS right now, so I can't do the chatting with somebody and having it come through on the stream. So, but I would definitely be willing to play anybody in Smash. I think I have Adam added. Maybe if Adam's still out there and he wants to play me in Smash, I'll play him. I mean, I theoretically could play him in Tecmo Bowl too if he wanted. We could count that for the Retro Sports League. I don't know if Tom would want that to be a 2019 game or he wants to wait until the championship happens. And I got caught up in talking and I ended up losing my Fire Flower, which will be a pain in the ass if that happened in the 8th world. But it's not the 8th world. So I'm gonna only go with one life in here, and if you guys really want to see me play Smash, I guess I could play against a random person online. I just have to plug in my GameCube adapter and hope that the alright, I screwed up. Cool. Let's plug that bad boy in. Okay. We got it plugged in. So, there's 10 people watching. If you came in for Tecmo Bowl and now you're seeing Smash Bros, well, this was requested by the chat. Instead of stopping the video, I thought I might as well just keep it going. But, would you rather see me play online against somebody, or would you rather see me go through a classic mode as a character? Man, I have a friend trying to get good at original Tecmo Bowl. He has an NES Mini. What tips do you have for him? I honestly don't know. I'm not the person to ask for that game. I could give you some basic insight into Tecmo Super Bowl, but nothing that you guys wouldn't be able to offer. What's up, Codename? Play against someone online. I want to see your skills. Okay, let's play against somebody online. Let's hope they put me into a... Ah! I didn't go to preferred... Oh, I think it was on already. Oh, my controller's not working. Let's hope that fixes itself. Okay. Matt, do you have an all-time favorite combo in any Smash game? Pikachu's Thunder Spike for me. Huh. How do I answer this question? I mean, when I play a 4-player Smash, I always like using King DDD. Oh great, my A button is not working right now. Oh, I really hope that it doesn't start a game. Yeah, this is not good. There we go. Been having some weird issues. I don't know if it's this controller, but sometimes when I first connect it, it doesn't pick up the A button right away. A Peach. I'm not used to playing against Peach. Let's see how this goes. Oh, right. I forgot that lag is a thing. Probably trying to stream and play Smash is not the best idea right now. One of these needs to be wired. See, this is one of those games that it's not a good idea if I talk during it, playing it, so it's not all that interesting. Unless you legitimately want to see me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Ah, Peach takes the first stock. Oh, brutal. Okay, there we go. Keep it even. Damn, the lag is really bad. I definitely shouldn't try to stream this and play online without one of these things being wired. I wasn't even thinking about playing a game like this, so I didn't even bother wiring the internet. Okay. Did they disconnect or something? No, they just wanted to float off. They're probably gonna kick my ass now. That was their way of creating a handicap. Ugh. TBS says Matt is good and I'm impressed. It's kind of hard to actually play with the lag. So I'm glad it's looking adequate to you. That was supposed to be an up smash both those times and it wasn't. There we go. A lovely win for the best character in the game. I am not going to rematch that person. I could play another match online, but it's going to be laggy. Can't guarantee I'll win. I'm glad I got one win off of that. I guess I'll give it one more go. And then see if you guys still want to watch me play this. I saw that 4 people have dropped off since starting to play Smash Bros. So I don't really think, you know, the retro sports gamer crowd is trying to watch me play Smash. The hell, you can pick that character online? I'm playing against Prince. What is this crap? Well then. I missed. That was my fault. Yoshi didn't get enough air there. Do that smash move. I'm gonna have to do some comeback. I'm not used to ever seeing this character. I have no idea what he actually does. I'm surprised they even let you use the Mii fighters. Missed. I mean, who goes around as Prince 99 as Prince? This guy's probably a lunatic. He's probably streaming right now too as Prince 99. Look him up on Twitch. Can't believe this guy right now. I want to see you in the purple paint. I could have DI'd out of that one. I just wasn't trying. Well, on the note of losing to Prince, I'm going to stop playing online. Do you guys want to see me play through a classic mode as one of the characters? Because I will play classic mode with one character, and you guys can pick that character if you want. Otherwise, I will just end this stream. If you don't want to pick the character, I'll pick a character that I want to be. Actually, yeah, I'll do the Simon Belmont one. That's the one that I was actually gonna do if someone didn't pick. So. Adam's asking for Mega Man. We'll see how I feel after this one and see if I feel like doing a Mega Man one. So all these are themed. So each character has a different classic mode. And the theme for Simon is just Castlevania, basically. So it tries to make these tries to make other characters seem like different Castlevania characters. Don't know which one these are actually supposed to be. This guy is a little... This guy is like Link plus a tornado. He's a really slow Link though, but really powerful. Has a huge reach on his smash attack. Joseph was okay with a Mega Man, but I had already picked. So Ridley is supposed to be... it's a giant Ridley, and I think it's trying to imitate... I don't know the name of that, that Castlevania villain. Enemy. Boss. It's from Symphony of the Night, though. Oh, I wanted to kill him with Death Scythe. If I catch him with that, he just obliterates after 100%. Mega Man 2 on the NES is literally my second favorite video game of all time, says Green Magic. I have never been able to get into the Mega Man games. I appreciate their music. I appreciate who Mega Man is. I like all the characters and whatnot. The gameplay is brutal to me. It's too hard. I hate respawning enemies. I feel like I should be able to make progress. Progress that they're not giving me. So I like playing, rather than playing with Simon, I prefer to play as Richter, which is the Echo Fighter for Simon, which is the character from Symphony of the Night or Rondo of Blood. Basically, the same dude. It's just a couple hundred years later. But this Conan the Barbarian look for Simon is, you know, what is meant to be gone for. Oh fuck. I got smashed. I want water. I didn't grab any drink to come with me. And now I've been streaming for like 2 hours. Problem against playing against a computer is my playstyle completely changes, where I'm basically just trying to get the match over as quickly as possible, and I don't do smart things. I just keep smashing. There we go! Because the computer does really dumb stuff, especially on this difficulty, because it only lets you start halfway, and then depending on how well you do, it will add a certain point of difficulty. I wonder if playing this game will get the game flagged for copyright, though. Oh, that would suck. Didn't even think about that until right now. Because I know every time I played Breath of the Wild, it would flag those streams. Like, hey, you're using copyrighted content. Because Nintendo's got some really weird streaming policies when it comes to their, like, modern games. Matt, did you ever watch the Castlevania Netflix show? Yes, I did, and I think it's great. It's a good. I think it's a good adaptation of what the show is. There's like a couple disappointing things about it for me, as far as like just having more recognizable monsters for from the games. But other than that, I think it's it tries pretty hard to be like Game of Thrones, and it's kind of like it's supposed to be gritty and edgy on purpose, but I still think it tells a good story, and it's definitely a huge expansion on the whole concept. I do enjoy it though. Still 5 people watching. People slowly dropping off though the more I play Smash, and it might be just because it's getting late. And I agree. I've gone a long time without anything to drink while streaming, and it's not fun. It's not fun. So they have this weird bonus stage. It's the same for every fighter, and I just am bored doing it every time. I like the break in gameplay, but I wish it was different for every fighter at least. I could be collecting all these little chunks, but what's the point? And here's the cool thing about this game versus the old games. The classic mode doesn't always have to have Master Hand and Crazy Hand at the end. Like here, we get to fight Dracula now. Oh shit. I promise this will go better than the time that I played Castlevania for the Halloween stream. But yeah, to further answer the question for the Castlevania show, I think it's awesome. And I think I'd recommend it to people, even if they didn't like anime. I would recommend it to anybody that says they like Game of Thrones. I think it does a good job there. I think one of the things that's you know, I'll just let other people have their opinions about it. But damn it, this is why you don't talk, you damn fool. Streams aren't meant for talking, they're meant for killing Dracula. Why'd you throw that the opposite direction, you damn fool? There we go. We knocked him out the box, Luke. Knocked him out. Well, I think I've hit my limit for streaming tonight. I'm gonna let these credits roll. Beautiful Castlevania music. But, Adam say play again. Alright. I'll do one with Mega Man. I really don't actually like using Mega Man. He's not really my style, but I will do it. We'll do it for the fans. Do it for you. Final results. I do what I can. I really want a glass of water. Just a nice, tall glass of water. That would be wonderful. Adam's kidding, but I'm still doing it anyway. It will take me like 10 minutes to do this. I can survive another 10 minutes. The one thing I don't like about Mega Man is if I do his B, he shoots his little pellets, and it just throws me off every time. Was Dracula's hitbox only on his head? Because that's badass. Because it's like, yes. So in his human form, it was only on his head. On the demon form, it is his entire body. I think in Symphony of the Night, Dracula's hitbox is on his entire body. But in the original, when he's in his demon form, it is not. But otherwise, yeah, you're supposed to hit his head in his human form, and it is beautiful. And honestly, when I see the detail on stuff like that, the potential is just so big for anything else. It makes me very excited. I think there's a huge potential, though, that they could do completely different things with that. But, I mean, I don't see them doing it. Because they've had modes like that kind of in the past. With Brawl, they have the subspace thing where there's a bunch of platforming modes and, you know, just regular enemies. Like Goombas and stuff. But that is not included in this one. I think they wanted to focus more on the competitive aspect, adding more characters into the game, stages. But they did add in awesome boss fights. I don't remember which one Mega Man's is. It's awesome that one of Mega Man's stock moves is like from Top Man from Mega Man 3. Yeah, all his moves are based off of some type of one of the Robot Master's abilities that he gets. There's probably more that I'm not using because the playstyle is pretty stale when I'm playing against the computer. My favorite one is he does a Shoryuken, it was super cool to see that on him before Ryu was in the game. Because that one's just like a little Capcom nod. I didn't even get to kill him. The stupid bomb blew up. A nice supple. That up smash tornado is like a nod to Airman from Mega Man 2, I think. Yeah, the stupid bomb. Taking all the glory. Oh yeah, this is one of the weird ones where the bonus game shows up earlier than the other ones. Because it usually shows up after the 6th fight, in between the boss battle. Goodbye, dog. I hope you liked the death that I just left you at. We still got 5 people watching at 2 hours in. I mean, people are clicking on this video, seeing if they're coming in now that aren't already here. They're thinking they're seeing Tecmo Bowl, and it's not really what they're getting. Wonder, never mind. Not important. I was Shoryukened. Get off of me! I hate the yellow devil. This is just a stage hazard too. This isn't even actually a boss. Look at all these CPU Mega Mans, a bunch of zeros. Ham says, no, what was it? Oh, goodbye, dog. Round 6 getting a boss. So I don't even know what the boss stage is going to be. I don't remember. Do we still have to fight Master Ham or something? Pretty sure I just said Master Ham. This boss is probably the easiest one to fight. Got him! Alright, let's see who we're going to fight next. Dr. Mario, that's cute. So Dr. Wily is actually in this game as an assist trophy. What the hell? But they didn't really work in a way to fight against Dr. Wily. It would be cool if they did do that. I don't know who Mewtwo's supposed to be a stand-in for, but he's dead. Alright, so I just played through Simon's and Mega Man's classic mode.
Wow, incredible.
Apparently I did a really good job, because I didn't use a continue and I got a 9.8. I don't remember if I'm supposed to get a 9.8 or a 9.9 to get the achievement. I wasn't even thinking I was doing that well. Oh! Well, I won the Super Bowl, and now I beasted with Mega Man. I'm just going to skip the rest of this. I was having fun with that for a little bit, and then I decided that I wasn't anymore. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Look at the little raccoon. Oh, wow.
Final results.
Look at all these awesome things I just unlocked. Let's see. No, I didn't get it. Oh man, I got my high score on classic mode though. That's crazy. Well, I think that's gonna do it for me for tonight. So thanks for watching. There's a slight possibility I might stream tomorrow. Who knows? I'm not doing anything and I don't work. I'm probably gonna go to the gym. I didn't end up doing that today because I decided it was better to rest my shoulder than to try to swim on it. I didn't even mention that it was hurting, but it is. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and if I don't stream tomorrow, there will be a stream on Saturday for the Retro Sports League Championship, so please tune into that. That will be great. And toodaloo, it's been fun. Happy New Year, everybody, and good night.